Oh, I forgot. I didn't add the intro video back in.
Oh, are we live? Oh
Yeah,
shit.
we're live. I
Hell
forgot.
yeah.
I didn't put the video back in. Our intro is back. Oh, that's
Oh wow.
embarrassing. That's all right. We are back. It's episode 47 of Paper and Plastic.
I don't think
Uh,
anybody's here yet, so
I bet you
oh
Samrock is here. Or no, see,
uh
sequential treasures. I know Jacob has some new stuff to talk about tonight. I think he's got a handful of things to talk about tonight.
yeah, Jim, even more than yesterday. I got thrown for a loop today. So yeah, plenty to talk about.
I wonder if this will be the first show that Samrock misses just because he didn't know we were doing it, and that is completely our fault. So
Yeah, we
sorry,
were
Sam.
we really slacked on any amount of promotion, which already is not our strong suit.
You know, we're just flying by the seat of our pants today. This week in general, it seems like. So I think we just dive right into it. It's episode
Sure.
47. We're going to be talking robots at some point. But first, I think we got to do some haulage. I
Hmm.
do have one book. I picked up one thing because my local shop was doing a 50% off. They had a lot of great stuff. They're the store that has like a lot of the vintage, kind of older
Oh
indie stuff.
yeah.
So I'm flipping through there and I'm seeing all this great stuff, and I'm like, I don't know what to grab. There was some great titles in there. I think one of them was called like Butts and Titties, and I was like, ooh, that might be the one I grab. But no, I decided on grabbing an indie title from Dark Horse, and I believe it's from the late 80s, maybe 90s,
Mm.
called Exquisite Corpse.
Oh, whoa.
And it is called Exquisite Corpse. No S, so it's not the plural. So there's no copyright issues, I guess.
Yeah,
Um, and this is like straight up kind of cursed media, it feels like. Are you familiar with this book?
I'm not. But that's really cool.
I don't hold on. Let me make sure I find a page I can actually show because there is a lot of nudity. Um, but
Sam's
it's like,
here.
oh, there's Sam. I was watching the Grammys. Hell yeah.
Dude, tell me why I'm having deja vu. I feel like last year he was watching the Grammys. No, because we wouldn't have done our show on a Sunday last year, but
No,
I don't know. That's weird.
I don't know if we can see much of that artwork in there,
Ooh.
but
That's what I like. This right here is what I like so much about finding these weird indies, especially from the 80s, because there was a big boom of just black and white, which is kind of like, aside from just pencils, the rawest form of art, and it's just beautiful when done right. And that is very beautiful.
and so my understanding is I looked in the back of the book. Oh my god, this last page is just so trippy too.
Oh man, yes.
Like it's just a straight up like fever dream of a book, and it's written by it's one of the Dark Horse staff members. Jerry Prozer
Mhm.
is a member of the Dark Horse staff, as well as a Master of Social Work degree. Uh, the background of the Exquisite Corpse comes out of professors' experience working with both victims of physical and sexual abuse and sex offenders.
Wow.
So it is straight up like low key cursed lost media vibes. And so funny enough, Exquisite Corpse. So there you go.
That reminds me of the Walking Dead issue that I found that was pre Walking Dead, but it was also a zombie book. Um,
It's so weird how that happens. I mean,
just saw it today, but yeah.
I wonder if there's some influence in the naming. Like they must have Googled it and had seen that pop up, being like,
Yeah.
"Oh, there was a comic book called Exquisite Corpse," but no one, knows about it or ever heard of it. Let's just,
Yeah. I want to say that I've seen that like in the CLZ app while looking for exquisite corpses, but yeah.
probably, yeah. So my understanding is there's three books, but they're all just different colored logos and different
Mhm.
covers. But I think they're all the same content. So it'd be Exquisite Corpse Zero.
Yeah.
Um, and honestly, mostly got it for the bit. Opened it up, really enjoyed what I saw. Read it, thought it was trippy, cool. A little glad I got to experience. Yeah, and then it kind of got me thinking of like, I wonder when the last person in this world has opened up this book. And I think that's kind of the crazy thing about these indies and stuff, right? Like, okay, when was the last person who opened it, any copy of this book, anywhere? Probably a while ago, and
That's
now
a
it's
fun
kind,
thought.
and now the thought is, well, now I'm the one who's going to have be the last person to have opened it, probably for a very long time.
Yeah.
Uh, maybe not. Maybe now that I've talked about it on this, maybe one of you jerks are going to go find it and open it and be like, I gotcha. And I'm like, oh
Well,
man.
that's usually how it works is you bring
Mhm.
awareness to something like that and then who knows, we've flipped past it 100 times in the dollar bins, and then boom, there it is. Oh, yeah. Exquisite Corpse would be a hard one to pass by, especially with the title that's currently out.
Well, it's funny
But
because even Exquisite Corpses, I remember we were looking at it on the FOC on this show, being like, don't know what this is, but the cover's cool. I'm going to get it.
yeah,
And now I'm pretty sure it's being made into a TV show.
that's what I've heard. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's,
It's been pretty decent.
I have not,
It'll
so
make for a really great show if they do it right. Yeah.
did I tell you about my, my step back with that series?
No.
So I've been collecting all the books, but I haven't been reading them because I haven't read much at all in the
Oh.
last few months. Go to line them all up, realize I have 2 issues of number 3 and no issue 4.
Oh.
So I'm like, why do I have 2 of issue 3?
Yeah.
And so sure enough, I was like, there's no way I'm finding issue 4. Lucky enough, my comic book shop had one at their other location, brought it in for me. Um, sequential treasures. Have you guys checked out any of the EC horror titles from Omnipress? They aren't bad, very much in keeping with the classic EC horror. I have not. Oh, yes, I read. What was it called? What was it called? Do you know what ones he's talking about?
I do, yes. I have
Yeah,
a few, but I haven't gotten to those yet. My
I'm
backlog is redonk.
trying to remember what it was. It would have been. Man, my CLZ app's not working now. Um, it was something Tales of something, right? Like that sounds like the
Two
name of.
Fisted Tales,
Uh,
possibly.
that's really gonna bug me.
Cruel
Who's
Universe, Catacomb of Torment. Okay.
Catacomb of Torment? Sounds like the one I probably read. Omnipre. No, it was Cruel Kingdom. It was Cruel Kingdom is what I read.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, that was the one. Which I feel like I I enjoyed most of it because it was a series of more so short stories, if I recall. And I remember issue 1 being really cool, and then I read the rest of them, and they were all right. But
So they're like anthologies, like 3 issues in one.
I that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, I think that's what they were.
Yeah. It's this was EC's first ever dark fantasy anthology, conjuring tales of magic, myth, and murder from forbidden realms long before our own. Yes, yeah,
Nice.
that was one I read.
I'll definitely check those out because I love me some anthologies.
It's so much easier to read an anthology just in general nowadays. Like,
Yeah,
there's too
agreed.
much, too much out there.
Yeah.
Um, but you were able to pick. It sounds like you had quite a weekend getting some haulage in there and get
Yeah.
some pickups, some things falling into your lap. It sounds like.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah, so oh, hey Eric.
Heyo.
Yeah, so yesterday yeah, Comics hosted our third comic book
Mm.
swap, which the last couple I've been a seller at. Um
Okay. You
But
weren't at this
this
one.
one, this one with just everything I've had going on lately, I didn't have time to really put together any kind of inventory. And
Mm.
so I had decided that I was just going to kind of go as a supporter.
Nice.
And man, this one, the first two were definitely like, okay, we're trying to get something going here.
Mm.
It was definitely slow going, like, solid turnout, exciting turnout, but not like not like you would see in other cities that have more established comic swaps. But
Mm,
this one yesterday was pretty crazy. Like not what I expected at all.
mm,
Tons of people, tons and tons of people. Um, a lot of young people, which like high school to like young adults,
yeah.
which I just love to see. Like high school to young adult females, which is
Mhm.
just not not common.
Yeah.
We'll just say um which just it's I just love that. I love to see a community being built. And I've got to credit that um to Oren
Mm,
at Yeah Comics for actually opening a real comic book shop. A place where these young these young adults or young kids can come with their $5 that they earned from chores or whatever,
yeah.
and actually leave with a handful of books.
Mm,
Um and they come into an environment where the people there are actually helping them and giving
mm,
them tips, because as we know, like it going into a comic shop, especially for your first time, can be very
mm,
overwhelming. Where do you start? What do you do? It's so easy for us to say, oh, you just grab the number ones. Well, they're not always the easiest thing to find,
mm,
because everybody's grabbing the number ones. And so people like us who are educated can be like, here's the start of a Superman
mhm,
storyline,
mhm.
somewhere in the 500s. This would be a great starting point.
Yeah.
And Oren does a really great job at that, as well as the other people in the comic shop that I've seen. And so he's really starting to build a solid community here. And
Mm.
yeah, I was just really impressed with how many people were there. um Sounded like a lot of the vendors did really well. um
Sorry, out of curiosity, do they deal with the cards, the Pokemon cards, or anything at these kind of events as
So
well?
this one, and I don't know if this had an effect on
Mm,
the amount of people that came, but
sure,
yeah, there were a handful more toy and card dealers.
sure.
But I've got to say, the from what I could see, the comic booths were really swamped.
Well, that was kind of what the point I was going to make. I was like, I think the Pokemon card collecting community is, like they can only see so many Pikachu's, they can only see so many of these
Sure.
characters so many times,
Yeah.
but then they see these comic books sitting to the side, and they're like, oh, that book's $1. I know who Iron Man is. I know who
Yeah.
Captain
And
America is.
I
I
and I
know.
saw I saw some of that firsthand, actually.
Yeah.
For I actually sat down with my buddy Josh for a little while he ran his booth, and
Mhm.
there was a guy that had come to get cards, and he was picking up some comics. He was asking specifically for like some Doctor Doom and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely a lot of new people. It's just, man, it's so great to see. Jim, Sequential Treasures, and his wife were there as well.
Mm.
Some of my pickups that I'll be showing off today came from their booth. And it looked like they did really well. Jim actually brought some original art for sale, which
Nice.
I don't know if there's necessarily a market for that just yet, because
Mm,
that's quite pricey stuff. But just even having it there just brings a whole new rep to a show like that. And then yeah, there was just some really great selection of books. I had a really good time digging and finding some solid stuff.
mm.
I made a little trade and was able to acquire everything without having to spend money, which was awesome.
Hell yeah.
Which is also cool, going to what we call a comic book swap and actually swapping, because that
Mhm.
actually doesn't happen as much
No.
as it might have back in the day when the name
Mm,
was originated.
mm.
So yeah, I was able to swap and go home with all the money I had in my wallet, which
Nice.
wasn't much. um, but yeah, I worked for
Mhm.
a handful of years trying to build a community, and it was really slow going.
Mm.
and then Oren came in and just gave it a boost. And I've kind of, I mean, I definitely participate and do my part, but I've definitely kind of backed off and
Mm,
handed the reins to him because he's just got the resources to do so, and I
yeah.
just love seeing what he's doing with it. Um, and with that,
Mm,
uh,
you
you
got a good
know,
one.
me and Oren have become really good friends, as well
Mm,
as another dealer, James. And yeah, so they went today and purchased a collection and invited me over today to come help sort.
mm,
And they ended up giving me like 3 full boxes of inventory for me to keep, sell, whatever I choose to do
mhm,
with. So some some of what I'm going to show off is from some of that too.
mm,
Um, and I just want to thank them for being so gracious and the kind words that they said when giving it to me, because I was just kind of like, I don't really like, I feel so weird walking out of here with this, like, but they appreciate my love for the independent and lesser known stuff.
yeah.
Um that was kind of, the motivation behind it was I got to
Mhm.
kind of pick through the stuff they're not as familiar with and take it home for myself to do what I choose with. So if either of them are in here or both, thank you very much. So with all that being said,
Yep. Yes,
go
sir.
into go into some haulage. Uh, First things first, I thought this was really cool. Family Guy comic, 100 Ways to Kill Lois. Um, I've given this a
That's
little flip
awesome.
through. It's hilarious to as we would all expect. Um,
Tasty.
pretty unique. Not something you see every day.
Mhm,
This I'm really excited for because I have many non number one issues,
mhm.
which kind of like I don't want to read them until I've got a solid run of them. But
Yeah.
I love the artwork, and I'm a
Mhm.
big fan of kind of that 80s and 90s manga movement into like comic book form.
Yeah.
So I got Gunsmith Cats number one.
Nice.
And man, the art in here is just incredible. Um, I cannot wait to read this. I was kind of browsing through it before the show, so yeah,
Damn.
really excited for that. Um,
Sick.
a run I've been putting together, and I didn't have any of the early issues, so I haven't been able to really read it.
Mhm.
Um, but I'm a big fan of Tom Scioli, and he is heavily influenced by Jack Kirby, which I'm a big fan of the art. So I got the first volume trade of
Oh.
Godland. So
Okay.
this will be
Yeah.
my read for tonight.
Hell
Um,
yeah.
I will bust through this thing, and then I think I've got all the issues that go beyond volume
Mm.
one, so I should be able to read the whole thing now. But I'll
Hell
just
yeah.
show off some of the art so we can all see just how Kirby esque.
Oh, please. Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to find a good one.
And what year was that book from? Sorry, I may have missed it if you mentioned it.
I want to say like the mid 2000 teens.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
That's a great question.
It's always funny
Oh
when someone.
no, 2006.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So 20 years ago
Wow.
now. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, dang.
Time be flying. I hate it.
Been sleeping on that for a long time, but yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
really see the Kirby face in there.
Yeah.
Love that.
That's sweet.
Oh, moving on. I love this. So this collection,
Mhm.
and this might was very kabuki heavy. Like I think possibly every issue of Kabuki by David Mack was in this collection, and I now have it all. Um, on top of that, the full collected edition of the original series of Kabuki in trade paperback here,
That's so cool.
which
Beautiful.
is great because now I can not damage my single copies
Hmm.
because a good handful of them are autographed.
Oh,
But
yeah.
man, I just love the character and I love David Mack and his artwork.
Mm-hmm.
Um
Mm-hmm.
just so good. I mean, yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
So good. So good. So yeah, that's cool. I've never seen that before. Oh, on the topic of Kabuki,
Mm-hmm.
I found this really awesome issue. I don't know which issue it is, but he got Jim Steranko, classic
Oh,
Jim Steranko, to do a cover for him.
oh,
Um,
interesting.
which I just think is so great because
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of Jim's art, and yeah, him doing a kabuki, kind of hard to see, but it's really
Mm-hmm.
great.
Yeah. Damn.
Unfortunately, I might never see Jim again because he's getting up there. But
Mm,
this would be a cool book to have signed by the both of them, if ever
yeah,
possible.
that's true. That would be sweet.
I was able to get an autograph by him though, thankfully. So
Mm.
okay, so we're kind of out of stuff from that collection. There's so much more I could have shown off.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Eric, that really is. Um, when I first saw it, I was like, wow, that's really different. And then I saw the Steranko signature and was like, oh, that makes sense.
Apparently, it's a variant cover from when Kabuki was at Image
Yes.
Comics. Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
So one run, I'm not embarrassed to admit that I'm filling in.
Hmm.
As much as people might make fun of me, is the first volume of Impulse.
Yeah.
And what's great about this issue, I've been hunting for a little while, is this has an appearance of Jay and Silent Bob in it, and it is
That's awesome.
it's it really is awesome. I love Jay and Silent Bob.
Mm.
Uh, been a fan for a very long time. Um, and I think this is kind of like a play on Mallrats to some degree.
Mm.
But yeah, there they are.
That's so funny. Yeah. Yeah. That's 100%. That's good.
Really cool. So I found this at the comic swap yesterday and was
Mm.
really excited because I'm kind of like I'm filling in the run.
Dave's here. Hey, Dave.
That's awesome. Yeah, I always say funny stuff when I hop into his shows, so he's repaying. Um, yeah, so I kind of just pick up issues of Impulse as I come across them. I'm not like
Mhm.
seeking them out by any means, except for that one. So happy to finally cross that one off the list.
Nice.
Another cool book I found was some more Star Wars tales. I love these because these are anthologies and often have, there was one that I got that had a Stan Sakai story in it, and this is a really cool one. It's got some first appearances of some characters that I can't pronounce their names. Um, but yeah,
Nice.
happy to find that. Those don't come across those too often.
Mm. No,
And then
I've never seen.
I think I'm getting into some
Oh, get a
books I
few.
found. Yeah. So these books I found at Jim's booth.
Mhm.
Had he had a whole bunch of trades spread out on his table, and then he had one box of like I think they were 50-cent comics,
Mm. Sure.
and I think he kind of packed these having me in mind. Let me make sure this is all of them. But I think I found more than this, but I found a handful of issues of Critters,
Yeah.
which is some more of that anthology, whatever that word is. I can,
Anthropomorphic. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
word I can't pronounce. So,
Animals looking like people.
yep,
Yeah. Oh, nice.
the best.
Creators.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
These
pretty good.
characters down here remind me a lot of
Mm.
the characters in Beneath the Trees where nobody sees.
Oh, they're gonna say Howard the Duck, the movie.
That too, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey
Uh,
Fable,
yo
thanks
yo
for
yo.
stopping in. Um Is that Ramos on? Yeah, Ramos on. Ramos is on Impulse. Yes, so it's really good. Oh man,
That's funny
shoot.
when you have like I don't know, like I've got no problem with Impulse. To each their own. He's a character. It's just funny, yeah, seeing like sometimes you get like these big names or iconic artists on titles that you wouldn't necessarily expect them to be on, but
Yeah.
gotta
Well,
pay the
his
bills.
Ramos's art style really. Uh, it's almost what attracts me to Impulse in a sense, like that very
Mm,
exaggerated, almost anime style artwork,
yep, yep.
which I'm obviously really, really attracted to, um, and just a lot of action.
Treasures is asking, did Oren give you the Usagi poster that I gave him at the shop?
No, he didn't,
Well,
and I don't know how I'm gonna get after him about that after he just gave me 3 short boxes of books.
you send him this clip. There'll be a clip of it tomorrow on the internet, so you can just send it to him, and then he'll know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Um, Interesting.
I wonder what
Well,
it
he
is.
was very busy today, so that probably was not on his mind. But I'm very intrigued by that.
So what else did you pick up here?
Okay,
A few
yeah, a
more
few
things.
more. I found some more cool say the word
An-
anthro.
Anthropomorphic.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
anthropomorphic.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Miami Mice #1. Which
Sorry.
okay, so this is crazy, but this is Von Bode's son Mark Bode's first comic. And I've never come across it. I've come across the other issues,
Mhm,
but never a #1. So I was happy to add that to my collection. Now, I have when I came across the other issues
mhm,
at Yeah Comics,
mhm,
quite some time back during a Philobox,
mhm,
I was like, it's one of those things where you hope one day you find the #1, but
mhm.
it's kind of like, will you ever find the #1?
Yep,
Should I
yep.
grab issues 2 and 3?
Especially when you
Or
see like 3 or 4 issues of 2 and 3, and you're like,
yeah,
but not a single #1. You're like, I'm never finding that #1.
right, exactly. So you think that. And then Oren got a collection earlier in the week that
Mhm.
came with 3 copies of this. And then the collection he picked up today had
Yep.
another copy of this. So in a matter of this week,
Yep.
he's had 4 copies of this come through his shop. And it's
That's
just like it's weird how that works.
mhm,
But moving on, another one I had
mm,
some of the other issues of and was thinking the same thing. When will I ever find the #1 and will I?
mhm.
Was this great one, Samurai Penguin.
Which is funny because I picked that one up recently as well.
I
No,
remember.
no idea what it is. So you actually have other issues of that?
I do. I think it's 3 issues and I have issue 2 and 3.
I gotta find those because that's the coolest comic book of all time,
Yeah.
obviously. Samurai
All
Penguin.
right.
Oh, love it.
All
You
right.
got
Just a
few,
few more.
few more? Alrighty, alrighty.
We're going into some Usagi.
Oh, of course.
Um, I got this at the swap. I think this
Oh,
is volume 2 of Space Usagi
that's so
on
dope.
Mirage Publishing, um, which I have issues 2 and 3, and I got those at Yeah Comics.
And Usagi's not usually published on that.
Well, in his early days, he bounced around. He started
Okay.
on Fantagraphics,
Yeah.
and then from Fantagraphics, I think he went to Mirage,
Okay.
and then after Mirage, he went to Dark Horse,
Yep.
and then he went to IDW, and now he's back on Dark Horse.
Ooh, okay. Fair enough.
He had
Fair
his
enough.
longest run on Dark Horse though. The volume 3
Yeah.
run of Usagi is like almost into the 200s, I think.
Yeah. Uh, that's
Um,
that's the series I see a lot at my like local comic book shops whenever I'm flipping through
yeah, which
Usagi stuff.
those are great to pick up.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, like his Mirage run was really
Mm,
short.
mm.
Not a very long run at all.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yep.
Um, And then this, I also found this at Yeah Comics. The
Nice.
Predator variant
Nice.
by Stan Sakai.
Hell yeah.
And
Oh,
then lastly, I worked a trade on
mhm,
Instagram with someone who wanted a book from one of my claim sales, and he
mm.
had this book available,
Oh,
which is so good, dude. Darth Vader choking out Yoda, and it's autographed by Stan.
I was gonna say that. It's definitely a signature, ain't it?
Yeah, yeah. He
Wow.
he came to Emerald City a couple years ago, and
Yeah.
this guy I traded with is from Seattle, so he got it signed a few years ago.
That's sweet.
Yeah, this is
That's
maybe my
cool.
favorite variant by Stan. Um,
Oh,
just so cool.
that's a I love that. I love that again, like you have these classic iconic artists in this modern era who are just like they're just getting paid to do these incredible pieces of artwork that's like, man, Stan Sakai doing Darth Vader choking out Yoda? What do
Yeah,
you mean? I didn't know that was a cover. I want
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh,
It's probably
that's
my favorite
crazy.
one, and I didn't even know about that one until I was making my post, and
Mm,
I felt like I needed a few more books to do it.
yeah.
And so when I was searching up, or no, I had already made the post, and I shared it in the Stan Sakai
Mm,
Facebook group, and then people started sending me
yeah.
all these other variants that he's done
Mhm.
that I didn't have, and that was, yeah, easily my favorite one.
So
Um, but lastly,
yeah.
I got some plastic.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Ah, yes. There she is. About
I
time.
Yeah, this is my favorite figure pickup in quite a long time, years,
Hell yeah.
easily. I've been asking for this.
Long time?
Yeah, I
Long
mean,
time?
many a times on the show,
Mm,
probably.
dang.
Um, yeah.
And that was one you found on the shelf, or was that something you had to do a special order in?
So I had said when
Mm,
she comes out, I'm not waiting to find
yeah.
her on the
Mm,
shelf. I don't care. I
mhm,
don't care what the flippers are asking.
mhm.
The f- the first listing I see on Mercari, I'm taking it. I don't care what it costs me. I want her. I'm not willing to wait. I'm not willing to risk. They only send one to my town and
Yep.
somebody gets it before me. It comes out, it shows up, I have to have it.
Yep.
Thankfully,
Fair enough.
they weren't nearly as bad as some other
Mm.
characters when they first come out. I'm not going to say what I spent because everybody will think I'm crazy and ridiculous, but it really wasn't that bad. I would have, unfortunately for the seller, I would have paid a lot more.
Yep, I know that feeling all
Yeah,
too well. Yeah.
but she
Hell yeah.
looks great. Yeah,
That's
she looks
awesome.
so good. She she's
Was
front and center on my Green Lantern display. Everybody else takes the back seat to her.
what, is there any other Green Lanterns on your list then that you want McFarlane to, crank out here before the end? Which I'm not convinced is ever happening, but we'll see it. I'll believe it if it happens. I
Gosh, I
can't
don't know.
because they've done. I feel like the generic one with a couple different alien heads
Yeah.
kind of
So
covers.
I would like to. I mean, it's already come out, but I'd like to get the Chase version so that I could
Yeah,
have all four of them, I guess.
yeah. Doesn't
But
hurt to have
honestly,
all.
I'm somewhat happy with what he's done with the Green Lantern line. I could
Okay.
certainly he's shown a lot of love to the Green Lantern line that
Mhm.
like if that is what it is,
Yeah.
I think we got a lot more characters um than I
Oh yeah.
think Jessica Cruz and Simon Baz is,
Mm.
I mean they're pretty mainstay Green Lanterns now. But certainly not, even Guy Gardner was a bit of a shock.
Well,
Like I could
Kilowog
just
was a. Do you have the Kilowog?
I do,
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
Like that. Like
totally.
never would have expected that.
Yeah, those are just characters that you could see them easily overlooking. And so
Yeah.
the fact that they didn't, I'm pleased with that.
Mm.
There's definitely more. like a star. I'm she's not a Green Lantern, but a Star Sapphire would be cool.
Yeah.
That's a pretty prominent character that would go well with that line.
What's the name of
Um,
the planet? Is it Mondo or something?
oh gosh, you can't you can't put me on the spot like that. Um,
Mordor? Mondo? Something like
yeah,
that.
something like that.
Give
Yeah,
me the big old planet, Green Lantern.
yeah, Jim.
That's what McFarlane should do. Give us
Yeah.
that.
Oh, that. Yeah, that'd be great. What's up, Derek?
Oh, hey, Derek.
We're getting a good turnout. Thanks to
Yeah.
everybody for showing up because we really dropped the ball on saying when we were going and we got our time screwed up and yeah.
Sunday fun day, baby.
Yeah.
Uh, any more pickups to show off today?
No, that's about it. All that's been 30 minutes of showing off. So,
Yeah, no worries. Do we want to kind of get into the meats and potatoes of the topic then today? We're going to be talking about some robots. Does that sound all right to you?
ooh, you know what?
What?
Yeah, Jim's got a great point. Did they
Oh,
make one?
they had it was one of the DC Direct figures had it as an
Okay.
accessory or
For
something.
some reason I
There's a
thought maybe he
little
was in a 2-pack, but yeah, that would be awesome.
yeah. I think there is a figure of because it's the squirrel thing we're talking about, right? The little squirrel
Yeah.
guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I'm pretty sure there is a figure of him somewhere, but yeah, I think it's. I don't think it's McFarlane.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of these days.
Well,
Add him to the
yeah.
list. Put him top. Put
So
him.
so is he done with the line then? Is that
Yeah, I do want. Yeah, hold on. This. Yeah, let's talk about this real quick. Uh, I put on my journalism hat on over the week because as we know, Mattel has maybe we don't know Mattel has like announced or unveiled some figures in some capacity on some promo images in some places where people get lovely poorly cropped blurry photos of.
yeah.
Stand still, take a photo, you wacko.
Yeah, well, and I feel like too half the time we don't even get the figures that are posted like that.
Yeah, they're just promo images, concept art. I don't know. Like, was that a poster in a subway or in a public space, or was it like in a boardroom concept art? I don't know.
Yeah.
As we are, Mattel is releasing some DC figures. I put my journalism hat on. I have tried so hard to find any article or any source that straight up says that McFarlane is no longer going to be doing DC multiverse figures, and not a single one says that outright. Everyone's like speculating it because they're losing the license, but that's not that. The original announcement was simply that Warner Bros. Was allowing Mattel to make DC figures.
Yeah.
There was not McFarlane was not in that conversation in that initial announcement. I don't know where the idea came from. And there's even a clip of McFarlane saying that they were unsure if they were basically the license expires this year for McFarlane to produce TC figures.
Mm,
That doesn't mean anything because license get renewed before they expire constantly. They're usually only renewed maybe a few months before they expire. They're
yeah.
definitely not looking at it 14, 16 months out. So if it expires, let's say at the end of this year, which is 11 months from now, like there's still a lot of time for them to get that license back on track. So that's my thought. That's my little journalism into it was like, well, I just nowhere saying that McFarlane's going to stop. McFarlane hasn't said that. All McFarlane says the license is expires, but licenses get renewed, especially if they're selling really well.
Yeah. We need
And
Dave to get to the bottom of this because they're friends. So
well, I think the other trouble too is Warner Bros. is has changed in shareholders, right? Like Netflix is their main shareholder now or something. So
yeah.
Netflix might say, Let him keep making us money." Like he's making
Yeah.
us money."
Yeah,
Yeah,
you would think.
because the whole idea of like why would you want them to not keep manufacturing toys that are selling?
Yeah.
You know, like they like that's not good business practice. Like why like just that alone, right? Like cuz why would you give up an entire toy line that's selling relatively well with a high profile name attached to it and then give it to Mattel with and basically be like, "Oh, we're just going to start from zero again. Like we're just going to completely get rid of our fan base and just throw the net out and see who we can." It's like that's not good business practice. That's stupid.
Yeah,
That's like yeah, you wouldn't do that. You get the news articles, you know, reporting on whatever you want them to report because you can, and then you just renew the license at the end of the year, make it some big other headlining story that circles the news world or whatever, and it's just good marketing, you know. Keep
yeah,
the cards close to your heart, right? And you know, never let them know your next step because I think if McFarlane was ending the DC multiverse line, he would be doing so with bells and whistles on. He would be
yeah.
letting everybody know that this is the last year of McFarlane, DC McFarlane stuff because
Agreed.
that would drive sales. You
Yeah.
would see
Oh man.
all those peg warmers on the shelves would get snatched up
Yeah.
because they'd be like, you wouldn't be able to buy them in 2 years.
Yep.
That's not happening. So
Very interesting.
that was me putting my journalism hat on again. I'm not an expert, I,
And it is
but
worth noting that the pictures we did see of the Mattel figures weren't the figures didn't look great, but I kept hearing that those were like the more affordable
mm,
line and that they're going to have a more collectible uh line as well. I don't know. Who
but
knows?
even but like why can't that? There's no reason that can't exist. You know,
Yeah.
that's a totally normal thing to exist. Like,
Well,
uh,
it wasn't Mattel doing the like, 5.5 or 6 inch
yeah,
movie versions of
yeah.
the DC characters?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Barbie
Let
has
them do
made
that.
yeah DC characters. I'm you know like
Yeah.
I look at Gundam, which is literally like a Bandai more or less exclusive thing, and they still have like different subsidiaries, different
Yeah.
companies making Gundam figures because
Sure.
they said make us money. Like
Yeah.
so. Let's see. Palpable Sinks. I think their whole strategy with Mattel is to get into big retail store. Doesn't mean McFarlane won't stop. Yeah,
Yeah.
and in fairness, like in Canada, I can go to most grocery stores, and find a McFarlane figure somewhere. And I'm talking like superstore for my Canadians, like grocery store. They got McFarlane figures, so
Wow.
yeah. But we also don't have Target, so I don't know.
And yeah.
But yeah, sorry, that was my little rant of the McFarlane thing, and it's mostly that being all said. Uh, don't believe everything you read in headlines, everybody, because I couldn't tell you how many headlines I've seen that said McFarlane's not doing figures anymore, and it's
Yeah,
like,
and Fable's right. Like the Ninja Turtles, they have playmates that makes kind of like your more affordable,
yep,
less like, less detailed
yep.
figures, and then you've got, NECA making your more premium versions and many other companies as well, not just those two.
Well, I think
So
yes. It's even interesting to think about like Marvel and Funko's relationship because
yeah.
Funko has to make bobbleheads,
Yeah, that's right.
and DC Funkos are not bobbleheads either.
Nope. Yeah.
So there's a whole lot of examples.
They seem to be more lax about,
Yeah,
you know,
having
different.
multiple franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
But
they don't.
they also whore out their characters to TV commercials as well.
Yeah, well, they need the
The
money.
Bateman commercial, which is just like
Mm,
ridiculous,
yeah.
um,
Well,
yeah,
yeah. They just it's they just they need the cashola. Like, why do you think
sure,
they're doing? You know,
sure.
keep in mind, DC Final Boss comes out or Big Boss, whatever that issue is that has Homelander, Sub Zero, and the Bear, and
Oh
you
shit!
know, like all those characters. That's next week. You know,
Wow.
obviously they're doing that because they have the ability to, and they want to make money, right? So,
Yeah,
um, it's like, these megacorps are hurting and need the money. Yeah.
yeah.
Uh,
Amen.
come on, guys. They're going to be the ones who build the road to our future.
Yeah.
Um, I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk, so I believe. um, Do you want to talk about the robots, or you just kind of want to hang out and just shoot it a little bit more here? Because we've got about 15 minutes or so left in the show today.
Oh, we can do it. I'm a little prepared. I'm gonna piss Dave off probably with my hot takes
So
because
we do.
they're Star Wars related, and you know what? It is what it is.
It is what it is. So we're going to be talking about. We got some hot takes for robots today, guys. Um, and I think the idea is we've got 2 dislikes and 3 likes in terms of robot designs. I don't know about you, but I was also very particular of like not choosing mechs and not
Yeah.
choosing like cyborgs, and just choosing good old robots. And how I defined that in my main mind was a transformer is a robot, a droid is a robot, anything that has no organic material in it and nothing that's piloted, like it's just it's just a robot. So that was my criteria going into it. So I don't know how you land on that, but I've got some hot takes here that I think are going to also upset some people. Do
Okay.
you want me to give a first one here?
Yeah.
Oh,
My brain's functioning
so let me see.
lower than normal right now.
No, no worries. Let me see. Make sure I can share my screen here. Let's see if this works. Been having some issues. Oh, that's working. Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Marvel Sentinels. I'm sorry, guys.
Oh no way.
I hate this design.
Oh man. That's a
I
hot take.
It's a hot
I don't
take.
know why I love the Sentinels. Oh
I don't. I just really don't like it. It's something about the face, the fact it looks like they're just like some stoner wearing a beanie. Like it just. I don't. I really don't like the purple. I love purple, but
yeah.
sometimes it's a little. It's a little. I don't know. I'm just saying it's, and I'm also like I'm a huge robot fan. I love robots. There's just something about this that just doesn't do anything special for me in particular. However, I think the functionality of Sentinels are very cool. The fact they can, some of the different versions of Sentinels that adapt to mutants and everything. I love it. I'm talking purely design. Don't care for it.
I will say my favorite part of the Sentinels is when they're getting their insides ripped out by Wolverine. So
No,
maybe in reality I don't like them as much, but I don't
I
know.
love
They look
watching them get
cool.
dismembered. I love the X-Men fighting them. Like I love that. Like I think they're a great thing for them to fight. I just think they're ugly. Sorry. And I think they're also low-key they're kind of supposed to be ugly. So I don't feel like it's a completely unrealistic response. I mean, again, look at the face on those things. It looks like some stoner wearing a toque, like the low red eyes with the hat pulled down. Like,
Yeah.
and maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's me. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm smoking something funky. I don't know. But that's my hot take. That's my hot take number one. I don't. How would you like to follow that up, my friend?
Um well, I'll go with my hot take then. And maybe it's not a hot take. But there's kind of two versions that everyone would be familiar with. IG-88 was what I
Mm,
first knew him as,
yeah.
but then there was another similar one in Mandalorian. I think IG-11.
Yeah.
Badass characters, but I just I don't know, don't like the design at all.
Okay, hold on. I'm
That
pulling
might
one.
be a hot take actually.
That is a bit of. I mean, I see what you mean. Here, let
Well,
me.
as indestructible as they make them seem to be, I just don't visually. I don't see it. I don't see how they are. I don't know. They just look so delicate. Yeah,
I see what you mean. I agree. They they just so they're they they're just not very menacing, are
yeah,
they?
yeah.
I'm I
Is
how
that
does
okay?
someone not like that?
Yeah,
It's just such weird. it's not even like the proportions. Maybe it is the proportions. Maybe it's like it's so humanoid looking from the neck below, and then the head is just like a
Yeah.
boss, like a
Well, and
vase.
and as a big bounty hunter fan, um, they just didn't do him any service by the other designs of bounty hunters that are just way cooler.
Oh yeah,
Uh, like I really like Zuckus, even
yeah.
though other people might not agree with me on that one.
I love whenever we do hot takes because the chat just pops off. How does someone not like that? IG88 doesn't look like it could take a pounding, unlike the Sentinels. IG8 never got eaten by a Sarlacc though.
Yeah.
Uh,
But he also didn't survive it,
that's true.
making him not nearly as badass as Boba Fett.
I will say this thing, when it's practical on screen, looks great. But yeah, it also just looks like a bunch of garbage
Yeah,
in the shape. It looks like one of those crazy like metal statues I see down at the water.
yeah, and I agree with Fable that and that was one of my hot take thoughts. However, I don't know. Those things are ugly and annoying. I don't know that that would be as much of a hot take. I
Mm.
thought those guys just sucked, and they made them. They sucked as bad as they looked, basically.
Yeah, they weren't
Yeah,
very intimidating, menacing, or useful.
yeah.
I'm going to follow up with this with my Star Wars hot take.
Okay, my camera might go away for a second, but I'm
Yeah,
still gonna be here.
yeah, no worries. My Star Wars hot take is for this guy, which is AK-40 or HK-47 from the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic games. And I think this is the coolest Star Wars droid design of all time, but that's just me. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this
Oh,
guy, the
yeah.
HK-47
Yep.
from Knights of the Old Republic.
Kind of looks like oh, who's that Transformer, the purple one? Oh, why?
Oh, I'm not too. I'm blanking on what one you're thinking of right now, but yeah, and it's
Flip in my
this
mind.
this design is like peak Star Wars to me. Very. It's kind
Oh
of like
no, never mind.
it's kind of like low key, like the things that are good with like the IG kind of like humanoid droid, but then just like amplifies it in a weird way where it gives it like this nice shell of armor, this very like insectoid looking face,
Yeah,
mask, helmet with like the vents and like it's just a really cool, like it feels very reminiscent also of like C3PO, which is I think like the iconic, like no one has any problem with it. 3PO. That design is perfect. He's gold. He's the golden boy. Um, but HK I think is just oh, such a cool and especially for like an intimidating bounty hunter s character. Like I think this is just a again, this is where Star Wars excels. Man, that's my take. I don't know if anyone else has. I don't think anyone's going to fight me too hard on that one. Um,
yeah.
but
Fable
I,
agreed with you.
I think it's just one of those designs that should be just shoved into the next Star Wars thing. I don't think we've had a live action of this droid yet, so
Yeah.
I would love to see it though. All right, my friend, hit me with another robot.
Okay, so one that I do like, Metalhead from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, oh, that's an interesting one. Okay, hold on, let me pull up a picture of him here. Is there a particular design or more like the kind of square looking?
Um, yeah,
Okay,
probably the animated series version would be my favorite.
animated series. Okay, let me see if I can find a picture of him
I
here.
think either one too.
Like the original animated series looking guy.
Probably the original would be my favorite. Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can pull him up here for you. Man, this is a great design. Actually, one I would have never even really thought of.
Yeah, I love that version.
And so, is it because it's a turtle you like it so much? Like, so walk me through this one here, and why would you think we? Yeah, talk to me about it.
Yeah, I guess just because it's a robot Ninja Turtle, and I love Ninja Turtles.
That's enough.
Um, Yeah, and he's quite the badass too. Um,
Because I don't know this character at all.
I
So
don't
is
know.
it?
The look is just nostalgic.
Mm,
I'm a big Boba Fett fan, and so I see
mm.
like a lot of Boba Fett colors mixed in, and
Oh
so like
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know, it's a lot of how I what I how, how I like
Mm.
things is like colors and how they remind me of other things that I like. Yeah, and the toy was just great.
No, I definitely see the now that you mentioned like the Boba Fett color. That's
Yeah,
almost
just like the green and the
yeah,
yellow and red, and then the gray, of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
Those color combos just like feed into the nostalgia a little bit. I probably would have liked
Mm,
Metalhead before Boba Fett though. I
mm,
think I would have been introduced to him first, but yeah, I don't know. This version
mm,
reminds me of the toy I had as a kid,
mm.
and then NECA made that version as well, which I have. So, yeah, just great design.
And out of curiosity, good guy or bad guy?
So he started off as a bad guy and then he became good.
Okay.
Donatello took him under his wing, or however that works. Yeah.
Under his fin, his
Yes. Yeah.
flapper. Uh, all right. I'm gonna come in here with another hot take design that I don't like, and I'm actually a little bit scared about this one. Oh, I'm almost debating not showing it. Oh, here we go. I do
Oh
not
no
like.
way!
I don't like.
Oh,
I don't like the Terminator. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, guys, but I don't really like the way the Terminator looks.
I can't wait for these comments.
Yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. I'm sorry. Um, and it's this one is nothing against the design. It is just not for me. I just don't care for it. I don't think it's anything spectacular. I think it's a great design. It's just not a great design for something I would ever really like. uh
That is 100% uh what I expected from Dave to say.
yeah.
Fable.
Viewers just drop dislikes coming in. Uh I loved Cannondale felt 60 seconds ago. Oh man, yeah. I knew when I was thinking about it. I was like, I should almost just take this one with me to the grave.
Yeah, you
Probably
gotta
should
own
have.
it now.
Yeah, I got on it. Just again, like I think design is so preference based. When I just it's menacing, it's cool, but I don't know, man. Like I don't want to use the word basic, but it is kind of basic, and that's not a bad thing. It's 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 just I it's, I just like sometimes stuff to be a little over the top, just a little bit, different, unique, and I think there are versions of the Terminator robot that looks great, adaptations of it that uh that like you see it in a comic book and it looks great in a comic book, and I don't know. It's hard to. I don't think I can dig myself out of this hole, and I'm sorry. Uh, but that's
Hey,
just
it's your pick. It's
it's
your
my
pick.
personal preference. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have terrible tastes. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. Uh, other cultures design better robots. I'm sorry. But yeah, there you go. Hot take. Hot take number two. Please follow it up with something that makes me look better as a human being. What do you got, my friend?
Yeah. Um, I don't like C3PO at all,
Wow.
actually.
Okay.
Um, just trying to take like the character's personality out of it, which is so
Sure.
hard to do,
Yeah.
but I just want to like take a steel pipe to that character, to that design. Like I don't like it at all.
This is I
Yeah.
thank you for making me feel better now. Actually, I feel a lot better.
Oh man. This
Wow. So
just
Farm Boy Luke, you hated. C3PO, you hated. How do you feel about R2D2, you sick son of a
Yeah,
bastard?
it's messed up. Like I dislike more Star Wars than I like, but it's like my number one fandom or number two fandom. It's just weird. Yeah, I don't. That's a character I'd like to see Wolverine take his claws to. Oh yeah, no, no. I like Optimus Prime. Yes.
Optimus Prime's peak. You know what? Is uh, I love C3PO's design because to me it is the classic pristine servant droid, like just like it's aesthetic over functionality, but still
Yeah.
functional. It's a weird uh the dummy wires don't do it for you.
No.
There are aspects of it that you know what, dude, actually, you know what? I look at it more and more. I love it. I'm sorry, but it looks like an old, like retro futuristic
I hate
painting.
it. It's
Like
just
the face.
I can't even describe
I
what
love
I
it.
don't like about it. I just look at it and I hate it.
I
Yeah, the
think
tummy wire.
I
I
think the
don't know.
only thing I hate about it is the silhouette because it gives too much of like a ward statue. But I think that's because of the way his arms are stuck. If he had more bend in his
Just
arms,
look, he looks useless. I mean, and he pretty much is aside from all the languages, which is great and all, but he's just holding the team back and is
but
a liability.
think about it, man. He's a luxury item. He's no nicer than a gold-plated blender
Y-
in the Star Wars universe. He's a
Yeah,
luxury. He's the pretty thing you have at the house to show off. He's the
yeah,
cool. He's that gold-plated Alexa, baby. Um, I get it
yeah.
though. I
That's a
get it.
great gold plated Alexa. That's great. Yeah,
Uh, but I love this. I know. I stand by it. I love this design. It's so retro futuristic, and yeah, I love it. So Anakin did build him in a cave with a box of scraps.
yeah, yeah.
Also a desert.
That
Uh,
version I almost like better. I don't know. I don't
oh,
know.
with like the exposed,
Yeah,
yeah, the
the more
wiring.
raw version of him, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah. I think I only have two more takes here, and they're both positive ones.
yeah,
Um, so I'm gonna do my kind of, I'm not gonna say my joke one, but also kind of my joke one. Are you familiar with the video game franchise Ratchet and Clank?
yeah,
I love this little dude,
yeah. He's
man.
cool looking.
This is uh like I love little robots, and it was really between this guy and like Laserbeak or is it Ravenger from the Transformers? The other little the hound, little black hound from
Yeah,
Soundwave's cassettes. I love little robots. Um, even some like the Transformers micro cons. There's some cool ones in there. But Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank or Clank from Ratchet and Clank just was always just like, yeah, I love this
yeah,
little guy. I I love this little guy. He's just so robot looking, so toaster looking. The eyes are just derpy looking. I don't know. I love it. I love it all. Um,
Oh, Iron. No, no.
Definitely not shitting on the Iron Giant today. But nothing overly complicated. I just love a little robot, and I think this is just one of the better little robots I've seen in the last forever. I don't know. I just
Yeah,
like him. I just like him. He's cute. He's cool. He's helpful. Um, do you have any
yeah.
more in
So
mind?
my
Yes.
next pick has actually made a list before, and
Yeah.
so I'm gonna double down on it because
Mhm.
I just love the design so much. Devastator from Transformers.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
color scheme of him, and just how much bigger once how much bigger he is than the other Transformers, and just especially when he came into the most recent run and just handled Optimus like nothing. Just so cool. Some of the cover art that, yeah, dude. Oh my god,
Yeah. He's
so sick.
I it. I really wanted to add a transformer to my list, but I was like, I just I know we're going to talk about Transformers regardless on this at some point.
Were we supposed to not do Transformers?
No, we can do Transformers.
Okay.
Absolutely. It was
Okay.
more so like I just knew we were going to talk about like it was inevitable we were going to talk about Transformers
Yeah.
and how they're all, I would say 99% of them traditionally outside of the Michael Bay verse are all peak designs.
Yeah.
Um, the live action stuff, I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about it. Yeah, no, this is, and I think this also does something great too because it it really pays homage to, at least to me. Part of the reason I loved it because I also grew up on Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Um, and having, is it the Megazord or
The
Megazord or,
Megazord. Yeah.
yeah, the different pieces combining together to be this giant mech.
Yeah.
Like this just feels like, I don't know which one came first. I don't know if they are like inspirations to each other in any capacity, but
Devastator, I think for sure came first because
you think
he
so?
was in the
Original,
the 80s issues of Transformers. But
but then,
I don't know
but
if they were doing the Megazords and
but Power Rangers, there's this weird thing where it was originally a Japanese show
yeah.
from. Okay, I'm going to trust Sequential Treasures. He's an expert.
Yeah.
He says Devastator was first. I'm going to assume that's probably the case.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there was. I doubt there was any inspiration drawn from each other. But hey, to me, that's pretty cool, anyways. So
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. Love Devastator.
yeah, Devastator peak. Um, all right, my last one, my final hot take of the day. Dave called it from a mile away. Iron Giant is
Ooh.
peak. It is the
Yeah.
one of the greatest designs for a robot of all time. Combining that retro futuristic with that grit, rusty. You just don't really know what era this is from. Is it from the past? Is it from the future? Did they make it in a cave or in a lab? I don't know, but it's awesome. Like that's what I love about this design is the I don't know. This isn't going to save you from your Terminators. I'm not trying to save myself from my
Yeah.
Terminator take. I'm fine with it. The Iron Giant is, I don't care. It's, I know what I like, and I like the Iron Giant.
Yeah.
I feel like this thing also just really set like so many things about this robot that I feel, I don't know if it was the first robot I ever came across in media, but it was probably one of the first ones I really remember.
Yeah.
Um, and it's just, again, man, like you get all the rivets in there. It seems so tangible. It seems realistic. It seems like it could exist down the street or exist 50 years from now, 50 years prior. I don't know. It's just dope. Where did it come from? Outer space or deep in the earth?
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah, great design, great movie. Like I don't even really remember the movie. I'm doing this purely based off what this thing looks like, and it's just so dope, so dope. Yeah, can't say enough cool things
Nice.
about the Iron
Yeah,
Giant.
that's a good one. Definitely.
Yeah. You got one more in the
Yep.
bank? All right, what you got?
So mine next
Hmm.
one is so Krang's basically like his sentinel. I don't know if there's an official
Like
name
his
for it.
body?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
the big giant sentinel like robot that he operates from the stomach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know what picture I should be using for this, and they're all kind of goofy looking. I'm gonna grab a few here. One second. Okay. Talk to me a little bit about Krang,
Yeah,
his
I don't know why I like it so much, but it's like uh he's really ugly for one, but I don't know. I've just always liked that character design, and I don't really know why because it's just hideous.
is it like something to do
Yeah.
with like the you gotta really walk me through this one, dude, to be
Yeah, I
totally
don't know.
honest. Like,
I
yeah, like
don't know. Tell me brain's good. Yeah, perfection.
isn't he a mech though? Uh is it a mech?
Because he's operating him.
Yeah. Is he? Yeah, it's a
All right.
weird
Well,
one.
okay. Let's skip him then, and
Okay.
I'll go with Fugitoid. from Ninja Turtles as well.
What was it
Um,
called? Fugitoid?
yeah, Fugitoid.
Oh, weird. Okay, yeah, I've seen this guy before. Okay. Okay. All right, tell me a little bit about this guy. I don't know nothing
Now
about.
this is like uh so a little bit of a dorky design, similar like maybe along the lines of a C3PO. However,
Yeah.
this guy can actually do stuff like extend his arms and extend his legs and
Mm,
like cause damage,
mm,
be effective,
mhm,
be a contributor to
mhm.
a cause versus just,
Sure,
the
sure.
epitome of a robot, I guess.
Well,
Um,
this also definitely gives that kind of. I guess this is all from that era of like retro futuristic kind of, like it's just one color,
ooh,
like where C3PO was just gold. This is just silver.
yeah,
And and I know I can see what you mean just based off the design. Like you can see that he's obviously got like extending arms or extending finger bits. Like
yeah,
there's more functionality to him.
yeah.
Yeah. No, it's very cool.
Exactly,
Yeah.
more functionality, and Fable has a good pick too. The Mausers are pretty dope, pretty
And the
dope.
Mausers, yeah.
Those
So,
things are the worst, man, in the game, and they're just like coming at you by the hundreds, and just oh man, yeah.
so out of curiosity, these designs are these comic book original designs, or did they come from the?
Originally comic books,
Okay,
yes.
okay. Krang as well. I'm assuming was also originally comic book.
Um,
I
to a
don't know.
degree,
I don't know.
not like what we saw.
Yeah.
Different,
Mm.
quite a bit different actually.
Okay, so these
Not,
designs.
but the
Mhm,
Krang himself, the brain design is
mhm,
pretty similar to the cartoons. However, his uh, I don't know what I know that he calls it something, but basically his mech or his
mhm.
sentinel is quite different from the comics to the cartoon.
No, fair enough. Yeah. No, I mean that no, it makes sense. I mean, I'm always curious to know like where the design influence comes from. If it comes from a TV show first, or if it comes from a comic book or
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah,
Uh,
Fugitoid had his own series actually. I think he was in his own series before. I don't know.
because
I'm
like
not good at that kind of stuff.
no, that's all right. Okay, I mean, I always just think of the example of Harley Quinn, right? Like it's kind of weird to me that Harley Quinn was originally designed as a TV show character and then eventually became a comic book character, right? Like
Yeah, that's true.
so the design of it, the design philosophy is just different going in because creating TV is different than creating comic book, obviously. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I just find it interesting. And then
Yeah.
also, were those designs by the Bruce Tim in that show?
Yeah.
So it also was kind of designed by. I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Interesting stuff. Well, this has been very. These been
Yeah,
some.
that was fun.
This got some hot. I love doing hot takes because we tend to upset a lot of people really quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, well, I think that's all we've got for this Sunday evening, if I'm not mistaken, unless there's anything else you wanted to cover before we wrap up for the day.
No, I don't think so. I think maybe as far as next week goes, Sunday might be the night for me too. I think we have plans Saturday. Oh shoot. Sunday the Seahawks are playing in the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be doing that. So we'll have to figure out a day this week that works for our show.
Mhm.
I'm sure I'm gonna have some stuff I want to talk about with all this goodness that I just picked up. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome.
yeah. Before we end,
Mhm.
I'll just plug some stuff. Jim, Sequential Treasures, just put out a great video kind of touching on the Jim Lee's comments about manga versus comics. Um,
Hmm. Go check that
Dave
out.
put out a really great video today of a collection he picked up,
Mhm.
and he kind of does a sort through of what he got. Some really awesome, unique stuff that I think most of us in here would enjoy, and maybe he might even be putting you on to something. So definitely check that out, and then Eric's got videos dropping multiple times a week, so definitely everybody in here should be subscribed to everybody and supporting each other's stuff because that's
Yeah, actually,
what we do.
that's one thing I wanted to mention. The other day I posted on my stories because I was kind of having a day, and then I'd posted on Instagram a picture I was pretty happy with, and I was like, oh, I'm going to post it on the day that corresponds with the day the TV show comes out, so it should pick up some
Oh,
traction. And then it proceeded to get like no traction at all over like 10 hours or 12 hours. And I was like kind of in a weird space that day, so I made a little post on it to just my close friends on Instagram, and I was just it was just very it was very it made my day feel a lot better afterwards. Just, seeing people just take a minute out of their day to click on it, to like it, and it just, yeah, it was good stuff. I appreciate
yeah.
to anyone who
It
saw that and checked it out, and yeah.
it definitely can be discouraging when you're trying to social media and the media is not socialing back, It's just
Well,
yeah, I
it
don't
it
know.
there should no platform should ever, like, you should never lose followers on a platform for posting on it. Like, that should you're like
Yeah.
posting should not be a disincentive to, like, it makes no sense. And that's what I noticed. I was actually losing followers every time I posted because I'm assuming people were like, "Oh, I remember this guy existed. I don't care what he posts anymore. I don't,
Yeah.
he doesn't do Funko stuff anymore.
Yeah.
See you later," right? And I'm like, that's fine. That's cool, but like, can I at least get like one or two new followers of people who actually want to like see my content?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it's pretty wild, man.
and then my Gundam Instagram is just like, no problem,
A
no
rocket
problem.
ship
Yeah, it's like I still get
for
mhm,
now.
for now, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but we can go on to it maybe another time. But I've done little A and B's here over the last few weeks to see, like, and I seriously think it's just because my Pop and Sloth Instagram was originally a Funko Instagram, and I don't post Funkos anymore. So like the
Yeah.
account just doesn't know what to do with it. Instagram doesn't know what to do with this account. The followers don't know what to do with it. My Gundam one, made for Gundam, has Gundam people following it, post Gundam stuff,
Sure.
gets likes.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think part of it is just your account gets put into some algorithm years ago, and you can't break out of it no matter
Yeah.
what you do.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's so crappy. But the point of all of that was, it reminded me how much I love doing this show, how much I love our little community, how much we support each other, how much we just encourage each other.
Yeah.
So, and as you were saying, we should all be following each other. We should all be, supporting each other in whatever ways we can. And I am grateful for those who do. I see you guys, appreciate you, and let's just keep the vibes good and happy, especially nowadays.
And
All
then
right.
lastly, Dave, this is so cool, has Sebastian Bach on his podcast tomorrow. And apparently he's a huge comic book fan, which I'm always intrigued by these celebrities and athletes and so on that are really into comics. We just saw the clip that I think Sam shared about Cody Rhodes talking about one of his favorite comic series, which I'm a fan of Cody Rhodes. And then there's this interview where he's talking about, one of his favorite comic series, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, I just like you even more now.
I just got so taken back by the fact that he's got Sebastian Bach on his.
Yeah,
He's Canadian, isn't he?
I don't
Pretty
know.
sure. I'm pretty sure he's Canadian. Come
I don't
on,
know.
come on. I'm pretty sure he's Canadian. I'm pretty sure I know a Canadian when I hear one. All right. We
Okay.
shall be back hopefully sometime during the week next week. Um, yeah, I knew it. I knew I
Yep.
can. Yeah, see, Dave will like Canada again tomorrow. He won't
Oh
like it
yeah.
today, and I'm
Oh
sorry for
no.
that. But don't tell Sebastian that Canadians like he'll tell you they like the Terminator. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's just a me thing. It's just a me thing. It's just a me thing. All right, buddy. Hope
Yep.
everyone has a great, oh man, Monday tomorrow. Enjoy. I'm sorry. My condolences. Yeah. Everyone have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you
Yeah.
guys later. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
See
See ya.
you. Bye.